we could bring in some images and some movies into our project panel. We could double click those to show them the source panel and do some pre-editing if we want. Or we could just drag those stills or videos right into our timeline. Right now I have my eagle image, that 5-second eagle image, to determine the size of my screen in there. Well, it starts right at the first second. If I want to have maybe a second of black background before it goes into the image, I can manually, with my selection tool for my toolbar, my selection tool, click that file and drag it over a little bit, a second or two or whatever. And now there'll be a little bit of black space before that image comes in. A little bit of a lag here. Sometimes there's a lag on Premiere Pro for the first couple of times you play through something. It's very memory intensive. Okay, so I have that eagle image in there with a little bit of black space first, so I can put some text or some other information before that, or maybe just fade that in. Okay, when we drag in an image, there's 5 seconds. I think that's too long. I'm going to my selection tool. I'm going to crop that down to just a couple seconds, 2.5 seconds. I think that'll be a little better for this project. Okay, remember you can do some cropping on either end with that selection tool. Next, I'm going to bring in a video. Well, I have this soldier running the Boston Marathon, and I can bring that, I can put it on a different track, video track, or I want to put it on the same track right after that still image, snap it right there. Well, let me slide this guy over, my timeline over, playhead. It's going to take a second to catch up. Now I see this video has a soundtrack down from a news report. I don't want that. I could select just that soundtrack, that audio track, and click the M here to mute that. I can't hear it, but it's still there. Let me delete that. Here's another way to just get the video and not the sound. If I double click that video clip, that movie clip, there it is up here in my source panel. I have a couple options. If I want to, I could just drag the audio, or I could just drag the video separately. I'm clicking and dragging that video separately and snapping it right after that eagle image. May take a second to catch up. This green here is rendered. This red right here means it's not quite rendered yet. I can still edit it even though it's not quite rendered. Okay, there you go. There's my video with that soldier. I can see, I'm zoomed up to 25%. I can see that video is smaller than my screen size. So I can double click up here and resize that video to cover my screen if I want. Now I gotta be careful that it's not a low quality image, or else it may get too pixelated if I blow it up, make it bigger. Alright, that's like a 40-second clip. I don't want that much of a movie. I just want like maybe 2 or 3 seconds, that guy running. There we are. So once again, with my move tool, I can crop this end down, all the way down there. Non-destructive, so all that file is still there. If I want to bring anything back, and that movie clip back, there's still some there. Good. Let me bring in my next clip. Now this one is a nuclear bomb video. I'm not thinking too much. I'm just putting some different images in here for fun. Now this nuclear bomb video has these soldiers walking, the vintage one, old video, and then the nuclear bomb going off. Well, I want to switch things around. I want the bomb to go off first, then the soldiers walking towards it. Gives it more of an impact. So I'm going to find the spot where it's just the bomb, and I'm going to put my playhead at that spot where I want to clip it to. I come over here to my tools panel. I get that razor tool. I position it right on that line, and I click. That cuts. Go back to my move tool. That cuts that clip into 2 different clips. The soldiers walking, and then the bomb. Well, now I can move them around. If I'm on that move tool and I hold my command key on a Mac or control key on the PC, I can click that clip, slide it over, and reposition it. What that does it automatically, if I hold the command key, it automatically moves this other clip over. If I don't hold the command key, it's going to basically delete this clip and replace it. Now I see the bomb clip and then the soldier's walking, so I'll automatically flip those around. That bomb clip's a little long, so I'm going to shorten it quite a bit. Once again, I could go to my move tool and manually change the end, but it won't slide this clip over. I can go to that ripple edit tool. Now when I shorten that clip, it'll automatically slide that other clip over, so there's no empty spots. And there's my soldiers. Now I want to clip the end of that also, so there's not so long a video of the soldiers walking. Just a few seconds. Still a little bit long there. I think it'll be better. Good, so I got a couple cool clips going through there. Another thing we can do is bring in another still image. Now I could put one at the end here, so it goes to the flag at the end. I could shorten that down to a few seconds. And I can bring another instance of this out here and shorten it and position it on a new track, on a different track, video track, so it's on top of that bomb video. So if I go to that bomb video and play that, you'll see it goes from the bomb video to that image track on top and back to the bomb video. So I can use these tracks to build imagery on top of each other. Also, if I click on that flag still, I can select it out here, double click out here on my program panel and resize it. If I resize it, I'll see there's that bomb underneath, that bomb video underneath. So once again, if I play that now, goes from my bomb video to that flag, back to that bomb video. Alright, so you can have fun with that, use your imagination for those different video layers. Well, I only have 3 video tracks here. What if I need more? Well, I can right click on this gray area here, or control click on this gray area and add a track. Here's my audio. I have 3 audio tracks. If I want to add another one, control click, add a track. Okay, so there's some more of your basic editing techniques, and then we'll come up with our next video. We'll add some sound and do some transitions. Make sure you save. Always save after you've worked a while.